welcome to the Sports Express show. We're going to catch up on some rugby action now from the 2019 Rugby World Cup. So, brother man, we're almost done with the group phases of the World Cup so far. So, routine wins for the Springboks in the Canada and Italy game.
Yeah, routine wins, as we discussed in the earlier episodes. We expected such wins. No real lesson to take away from these wins.
Yeah.
Satisfied, but not really happy.
Why?
Because it should have been at least 80.
Stop with the nonsense already. Stop with the nonsense.
It should have been at least 80,
but
hey.
Stop with the nonsense. We won 2 games, but we will finish as runners-up though, because the New Zealand and Italy game was abandoned because of the typhoon that's coming.
Yes.
So both teams will get 2 points, which means the All Blacks will be topping Pool B.
Yes. Lots of controversy around that situation with the typhoon. Lots of criticism has to go to World Rugby in terms of them
staging the World Cup
in typhoon season. I don't know what they were expecting, and to rob the fans of this game between New Zealand and Italy, I think it's criminal, bruh.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and my thinking is, surely if you're gonna plan it around typhoon season, that you should at least postpone the matches, but not to cancel them.
And just award the teams points.
Points. I mean, that's unfair. Now they're scrambling to make sure that the Japan and Scotland game happens.
Yeah.
But that shows
that's also looking unlikely.
That's also looking unlikely. So my thing is, who was the guy planning this in World Rugby? Because let me tell you something. When it comes to rugby, the World Cup is everything. Internationals is everything. It's not like football. When the international break comes, we hate it.
Yes.
When it's football.
Yeah.
But when it's rugby, it is literally everything. So they could have shifted or cut the season short to make sure that the Rugby World Cup is staged during a period where there is no typhoon, when the weather is at its most optimal. But they didn't. The guy who planned this, and the guy who greenlit this, and the guy who okayed this should be fired. You should be fired, because people are going to get robbed of this.
Yeah.
I feel like Sergio Parise, the Italian captain, he said if it was New Zealand who needed the points, he said that they would have found a way to make sure the game goes on. So, and I totally agree with him.
Yeah.
But the blame is solely on World Rugby. How they're doing this is
even if you're looking at how long this typhoon could actually take, all the things to dissipate altogether, it could affect a lot of matches going forward.
Exactly. So you could find that you might find the winner of the World Cup is not the best team, but the luckiest team.
Exactly.
So, really, who is that guy? If anybody knows, find out who that guy is, and he should be fired.
Sanele wants to see him. He wants to know.
No, I really want to know. How stupid are you? It's like planning a World Cup in Qatar in summer, when temperatures reach 40, 50 degrees Celsius. It does not make sense.
Yeah,
so, I feel that we're being robbed by World Rugby.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No doubt about that. So the runners-up of Pool B, of course, will face the group leaders of Pool A, which looks likely to be Japan.
Yeah.
So we might see a repeat of the Japan Springboks game again in the knockout stages.
Yeah, I feel that will be the case. And another...
Or it could be Ireland, but it looks like it's going to be Japan.
No, it's gonna be Japan. And you know what? Maybe 2 World Cups ago, I would have welcomed this. But
are you nervous about the prospects of us facing Japan again?
You know what? I am. I really am. I don't want to lie to you. I think people who are left from that World Cup will have flashbacks, and it might stun the team.
Yeah.
And the biggest factor.
Quite a few players who played it who actually started that game against Japan.
Exactly, and the biggest factor is that it's in Japan. So we play against a home team, and
they're going to be buoyed, the Japanese, when they're going into that.
Exactly.
They're going to be pumped.
So that's I am worried. I don't want to lie to you. I am worried. But if you were to ask me who would I rather face, Japan or Ireland, I honestly can't give you an answer, because both teams are currently... In fact, I think Ireland is more on the decline than Japan being on the uprise. So I think I would have rather versed Ireland, even though they are also our nemesis when it comes to rugby, because we don't really have the greatest record against Ireland. But I still would have chosen Ireland. I don't want to lie to you.
As opposed to Japan.
Japan are just on the rise, and I'm still crying about this whole typhoon thing. I mean,
so we're done with our group games, and also looking at the France and England game, also cancelled. both teams getting 2 points. That's another big one. That's another big blow that we're looking forward to seeing, and the game is gone.
Like I said, we've been robbed. We've been robbed.
No,
and,
that one really hurts.
Yeah.
Because France and England is actually a very good match and
Look,
a great rivalry.
I mean, to be honest with you, even the New Zealand Italy one, because Sergio Parise was playing his last match, and he didn't get the send off that he deserves. It was just cancelled. Now he's just gonna go home, and that's it. I mean, such a servant of the game, such a giant of the game for not just for Italian rugby, but just rugby in general. To get a send off like that is not on. Anyway, we have two things that bother me, and not only me, but the rugby general, the rugby public in general, which is this planning, which is absolute shocker. One, two, the refereeing.
Still the doubts from the onset in the World Cup. Even World Rugby coming out to saying that the referee is not up to standard, and they're going to try and correct the measures, but it's looking to be going the same way.
It's too late. I mean, and the fact is, World Rugby put in these standards for the World Cup. Why they didn't do this a year ago?
Like do all the flops before the World Cup.
Exactly. Do the whole trial session during Super Rugby or Six Nations or all those things. Why do it during the World Cup? It's astonishing. I mean, we've had 20 plus yellow cards and 5 red cards already. And it's just it's murky. It's a real grey area, and it's mainly due to the tackling situation. Never mind the cleanouts. I understand the cleanouts. Once you hit somebody's head, neck going up, that's a red card. I can understand that. But what my bone of contention and other rugby people, their bone of contention is this: when somebody is slipping and going down, and you're already in the momentum of tackling them. Surely that shouldn't be counted against you.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
You give them the benefit of the doubt because they were low, you were low. Anyway, if they were running normally and they did not slip or were not going down, they would have been hit on the midsection. So now if you're going down, why am I being punished, the one who's tackling? So, like I said,
is a bit harsh.
Refereeing is shoddy, and it's World Rugby to blame again. So this really needs to be fixed. I think this could have been one of the greatest World Cups in terms of teams being informed, in terms of not knowing who could win the World Cup, in terms of the atmosphere. But the planning and the refereeing was the one thing that overshadowed everything.
Yeah, definitely. So I want us to look at the fixtures now, possible fixtures for the next round.
Yeah.
The most interesting for me would be the last two groups, so the last two pools, which is Pool C and D. Looking at Australia, France, looking at England and Wales.
Yeah.
So you have those possible opponents. France could be taking on either Australia or Wales, or England could be taking on Wales or Australia.
Yeah.
So that's really mouth-watering.
No, definitely.
Which one would you like to see?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. I think.
Would you like to see like a Wales or England game?
I would. Yeah.
Or maybe an England-Australia?
Look, they're all of the same level to me. They're all the highest quality. So I can't really say I prefer this one over this one. I want all of them. We'll see how it goes. I feel that these teams are evenly matched. It really is a
Which is the nice thing about
that's what I'm saying. You know, it really is a coin toss. Who's gonna win? I don't know, really. And like I say, if you get Wales and an Australia, or you get a Wales and an England, I mean that's a humdinger within itself. So hopefully it happens. Hopefully the typhoon doesn't spoil everything, and hopefully the referees don't spoil everything as well, and we get what we deserve as the fans, more especially the ones in Japan as well.
I don't see anything going wrong in the Japan game. I think they will top the group in Pool A, so I think it's Japan and the Springboks in the next round for us. I want a prediction from you. I know you're nervous, I know you're scared, I know you're rattled.
Look, I don't want to lie.
Possible prediction?
Like, I don't get scared or rattled, but when I think about Japan, I get the shivers at night.
No, but we can't possibly lose to Japan again now, can we?
No, we can.
Like, for the second time?
It's in Japan.
In the World Cup?
In Japan.
We can't.
No, that's the thing. Like, when we lost in 15, it was against Japan, but not in Japan.
Yeah.
And Japan beat Ireland.
I feel like it doesn't make a difference though, because at the end of the day, we are the Springboks and we're playing Japan.
That's what we said the last World Cup though.
Yes, but we now, having been cognizant of the fact that what we did, the mistakes we made in 2015, can't filter through in this World Cup again.
It's possible
It
because
is possible, but I'm saying that we should have learned from it. And
look,
we should
I get
make
you.
the adjustments.
I
in this
get you.
match.
We should,
Yeah.
but I still get shivers at night, bro. Okay, but back to the prediction.
Yeah.
I will.
Look, we're all scarred, man, but come on, we should beat Japan this time.
Look, this is like
should.
it's like the one that got away. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes years to get over her. I don't want to lie to you. You can go.
I think now is the time to
No,
actually put
you
everything
can
together.
go to as many dates as you want, but
Yeah.
she leaves a score. And I think Japan is that one from 15. But anyway,
It's time to put them back in their place. It's time.
in Japan though,
It is
bruh.
time. No, it's
okay,
time.
prediction.
Yes.
I will say
Close.
1915.
1915 to the Springboks.
Yes.
Why did you pause there for a second?
No.
Is it 1915 to Japan or the Springboks?
To us.
Okay, to us. So the Springboks are going to win. We are going to rectify our mistakes from the previous World Cup. No worries. Sanele is scarred, but we're going to win, don't
Not
worry.
just me, the whole nation is still
Yes, you are scarred, but come on, where's the confidence? Where's the Bok confidence?
Like if we went versus Japan, it would be
Yeah.
there, trust me. But now it's Japan, in Japan.
Okay.
Like it's Japan, in Japan. Japan could do a Japan.
Yeah.
Like they've been doing a Japan. So,
They've been consistent as well.
exactly. So, I don't know. Yeah, but
So it's going to
anyway.
be a hard one. We're going to be looking forward to that in the
Yeah.
coming weeks, of course.
But we're gonna
Starting-
win.
It's starting next week, or is it this week?
It's next week.
The knockout stage is starting
next
next week.
week, yeah.
So we have a few group games left
Yeah.
to just wrap everything up. Hopefully no matches get cancelled again because of the typhoon. So we're looking forward to the knockout games.
That
coming
man
up
should
next
be
week.
fired, bro. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's just.
We'll find the name and we'll dish it out
Yeah.
next week. And we'll write a petition for that person to get fired.
Yeah, no, he really should. I'm sorry. This is poor planning. But anyway, let's wrap it up.
Let's go, man. Let's wrap it up.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in again. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram as well. Click the notification bell, and we'll catch you next week.